before I start my film review, I want to show everyone the interesting man behind this film, David Deco. According to IMDb, David has directed 170 films since 1984. Most, if not all, of David's movies are homoerotic, fantasy, or sci-fi films with ridiculous titles. A few of my favourites are Wolves of Wall Street, 1313 Cougar Cult, and Wrong Mummy. David calls himself a cult director and seems to enjoy making movies. Quote, "I make movies for myself. I've got to like what I do, and I've got to do it as well as I can." Back in 2011 through to 2012, David made a collection of movies with each movie title starting with 1313. Ironically, there are 14 1313 movies, and they are all rated under 5 stars on IMDb. Originally, I was going to review 3 of these movies. However, after watching the first movie, 1313 Giant Killer Bees, I decided not to waste my time. After watching the trailer on YouTube, I assumed the movie would be so bad it's good, or at least be a good laugh to watch. It was neither. The film follows a college student traveling to a facility to work on genetically engineered bees with other college students. Once there, the student injects a substance from a meteorite into the bees and creates giant killer bees. Once a human is stung by one of these bees, they become zombies. The college students get bitten or stung, and then the bees escape the facility and causes the end of the world. Not joking, that is the actual plot. There are quite a few issues with the film, from every shot taken outside being overexposed, to every piece of dialogue being echoey or the over-sexualization of the men. But the biggest issue personally is that the movie is boring. The movie is an hour and 20 minutes long, and 90% of it is boring montages with suspenseful music even though there's nothing happening. The first 5 minutes of the film is the main character walking to the facility with intense music even though nothing happens. It's just the guy walking. After that, it's about 30 seconds of dialogue, then another montage of a guy in his pants, touching his chest. Then it repeats until the end of the movie. I would excuse the terrible CGI and the poor acting if the movie at least attempted to be a watchable film, but nothing really happens. All the characters are unlikable or bland when they do speak, and the story has so many weird plot points that you'd expect the movie to explore, like the girl who immediately cheats on her boyfriend with the main character, or the fact that there is a meteorite that seems to bring things back from the dead, but then there's another boring montage of a man touching his chest or someone walking. I would continue listing the problems, but I'd be here for hours. I was really excited to watch this film, but it ended up being the worst film I've ever seen. There is no substance to this movie. You'd be better off watching a Nicolas Cage movie than this. I give it 1 bucket hat out of 10.
You like jazz?